everyone. How are you? I am not excited at all. I mean, I'm just going to try to be very, very calm because I'm joking. We are talking to EZGreece today. I'm excited. I'm excited. It's if you've watched my travels, you saw I was there twice this year. Plan on going back, hopefully a bunch of times next year and beyond. And the reason why is because there is just so much to explore. We're happy to bring on EZGreece today. We have Vassia, who's the managing director, and she's going to join us in just a second. There she is. But we're excited because I think ever since we started representing this company, it has been a pleasure not only to introduce them to you, but to also share all of the stuff that we have learned from them about, how Greece is just so much more than Mykonos and Santorini and Athens, which is probably, of course, the three touch points first. There's a whole world out there. I mean, countless islands, amazing culture, amazing personalities in each one. And that is really somewhat of their mission is to show you every single corner and nook and cranny of this amazing country. So we're thrilled to have them today, and we're so proud to represent them. So Vassia, how are you? Good morning.
Hi, Gabriela. Good afternoon, actually, from Greece. So we're a different time zone. It's 25 degrees, so we're in a summer mode in Greece.
And we've been talking about that. Oh, Greece is good for all seasons. And if you don't believe me, she just gave you the proof right there. So you have prepared a little something for our audience today. So I'm going to let you roll with it, share a little bit about what you would like us to know about Greece that we might not know. And then I'll be back with you and we'll do some questions.
Thank you. So hi, everyone. As Gabriela said, I'm Vassia from EZGreece. And today I want to show you through my computer, but through my eyes too, this beautiful country. Our agency is a love story on its own. We like to share with you our love for the country. And this is a love letter and a love story we today want to present from our team to yours. So we started our company in 1991, and that visionary man that started the company, Thanasis Papadimitriou, always had an extensive love for the country. And he wanted to showcase the world, all the different angles, the different perspectives, the mountains, the deep gorges, the seas. And everyone knew, of course, Santorini, that was the brand name of the country, and wanted to go there, but it's more than that. All of the hidden corners, all of the hidden gems. And this is how he started the company in 1991, with the aim to show that Greece is more than islands. So we divide our company in three main pillars. Our first pillar, and how we start in 1991, are all the MICE services that we offer. We work with companies. We do team buildings that we design internally from our very experienced professionals that they work with us, based on every person's and every company's needs. We design something that has to do with the country, a new experience. We do incentives, we do big conferences, we do events, everything tailor-made, everything from our internal team. We offer all services, and this is something difficult you can find in a DMC, because usually the DMCs buy the services. We create everything in-house, from the tours, from the activities, everything, whatever you can imagine. We work with a very large portfolio of companies, from cosmetics like Dior, to IT companies, to financial services like Deloitte, Ernst & Young, car companies. So we know everything that they need and everything that they want to experience. And the MICE destinations in Greece are plenty. Besides Athens, you can visit big islands with big facilities like Crete, Mykonos, Rhodes, and Corfu. But you can also focus for smaller groups to smaller islands or smaller areas, and not only islands, of course. You can visit the mainland like Peloponnese or the north part of Thessaloniki and Chalkidiki, everything with something unique. But what means same to all places is the food, the flavors, the local people, that they become part of your experience. Our second pillar of services is the leisure travelers. We started actually we're working with leisure travelers since 1991, our birth date. but we didn't. We had a separate department. We were working with the CEOs of the companies that they wanted to come back. But now, for the past 4 years, we have a separate department with 6 different individuals that work for you, and they can showcase Greece. So besides Mykonos and Santorini that you all know and you all love, there are so many places that you should visit, like Milos, this beautiful lunar landscape. Or Ikaria, you've probably heard, is one of the 5 places in the world where people live longer. Meteora, it's a beautiful place, the rocks that God sent to earth, like a magnetic landscape. Or Zagori with the beautiful rocky bridges, the mountains, the hikings. So besides sea, and this is very important for you to know, and besides the islands, Greece has a big mainland that you can do many different stuff. So if you are a foodie, an architecture lover, a hiker, or even a cyclist, or anything extreme that you want to do, this country can offer it. And one thing you should know about Greece is that summer is beautiful, but winter is much better because it's not that cold and you can experience, but the nature is amazing. And of course, as said, Greece has so many islands that you can never stop visiting. Every time you come, you can visit a brand new destination. From Chios, which is up northeast with beautiful architectural buildings, and Skopelos to Ithaca, which is southwest, a beautiful place. You probably have heard Ithaca from the Homer's book Odyssey, that started from Troia and finished to Ithaca with Ulysses. And of course, the mountain of the gods, Olympus, in the middle of the mainland. If you want to hike up or if you want just to go and admire the landscape. Of course, we have 18 UNESCO World Heritage Sites that you can visit. I know it's surprising, but 80% of the country is made up of mountains. Of course, the olive oil is part of our culture with more varieties than any other country. We have the most archaeological museums of the world, and you can imagine why. And we have so much diverse wildlife. And I know you think Africa for that, but believe me, Greece can surprise you. And of course, now we design our own retreats. So we focus on internal balance and we focus on healthy body. Actually, our name, our company's name, EZGReece or EZGreece as we use it, means well-being. It comes from a phrase from Alexander the Great. He told to his tutor that I owe my parents living, but I know my teacher the well-being. So this is our name, EZGreece, and based on that, we designed our own retreats. They are hiking retreats, a 7 days experience, but they start in the morning with early yoga, breakfast, 3 to 5 hours uphill hiking for people that they want to endure their body and lose weight. They come back, they have their lunch, they have gym, and again, they have massage every day, yoga, and dinner. So every day, 7 days, they do the same program. And believe me, we have seen people that they lost a lot of pounds during their 7 days retreat. So the first one, the route, is taking place to a private hotel, a small property. We only take 10 people, 10 to 12, so they can create also a team. And the second one is the same exactly idea, but instead of a small hotel, we use private boats. So we change every day a different beach or a different island that you can visit besides your hiking program. Our third pillar of the company is a bit different than the other ones, also focused on travel and tourism, but from a different angle. So we have the opportunity to organize in Greece big sport events, starting from Ironman in 2019, We have already organized 3 races, 2 in Peloponnese and 1 in Athens, with more than 1,600 athletes per race. We are very proud, and after that, more of races followed, like V2 Run, which is a running race, Oceanman, which is an open water, and of course, L'Etape by Tour de France, a second race. And this is something that it's not that you would hear a lot, but can show you that big brands like these, they trust our company, and we're aligned, and we work with them for many years now. So this is very important to tell you what type of company we are and how thorough we work for our clients. But the most important part of our company is our team. We are a team of 22 individuals, very different but very alike because we share the same values. All of us, we share also the love for this country, what we can do, what we can use, the tools that this country offers to create the best experience for every person that wants to travel and explore. So our team is our core, is our heart, they are the people that they work with you, they design your experiences, they share their ideas, and I feel very blessed that these people, they're part of EZGreece. So we can't wait to see you, we can't wait to host you, we can't wait to do amazing things with you in this country. Every time you come back, it's a completely different trip, believe me. If you don't stay for more than 5 years, you cannot see the whole country. Even if we are a small country, you see it on the map, we have so many things for people that you need time. We can find the best itinerary for you in Greece, so it will be my pleasure, my team's pleasure to host you here with us.
That was beautiful, and I think you're exactly right. There's a different story every time you go. I think most people are not just one-time visitors to Greece; they're repeat visitors, and hopefully they do something different every time that they go. And it leads me to a question, and I know it's not an argument between you and I, but it's a question. Okay, I want to know from you you don't have to say one island, but what are some of your favorite islands? We know what you don't love. That's okay. But we would love to know secrets and some of the picks. I know you spoke about a bit in the presentation about places like Milos, but where do you really love to go? If you're to go on vacation as a local, what island are you going to?
So in summer, I prefer the mainland, and I will tell you what my favorite are. But mainland much quieter than the island. Summer, especially August, not only from people that travel into Greece, but also from locals, because August it's a vacation month. Everyone wants to go to the island. But if you go to the west part of Greece, in the mainland, you have beautiful landscapes. And what I love is when the mountain, which is very usual in Greece, the Green Mountain, come and gets into the blue sea, and there the water change colors. So you swim and you have green, and then you have blue, and then you have so you it's very weird how it comes. So Parga, the Ionian Sea, it's a beautiful place to do your summer vacation. But my favorite island would be Corfu in the Ionian Sea. I always choose places with good food, as you can imagine. Or Spetses, uh, which is closer to Athens, and it's a good combination to combine to have a couple of days in Athens and then sail to Spetses. And also, one good thing in Greece that you can, it's the best, and we do it with my friends every summer. We rent a sailboat and we change 5 to 6 destinations. So this is an easy way to travel around. You don't have to find hotels. You have your boat, and you're done.
Hugely popular. Yeah, I love that. And I think people always think about Greece first as a first-time visitor, honeymooners and couples, but we are so big with families too. We have a lot of agents that are trying to book Greece for families. So what are some of the islands that are best suited for a family travel and why?
So I would say the top island for a family is Crete. Nice hotels, nice properties, nice food. It's a big island, but you have things to do with your kids, from ancient Greece myths, tales, to snorkeling, kayaks, hikings. Also, they host every summer festivals with theatrical plays for every speaking language. So it's easy for parents to do things with their kids.
Okay, and
But
which
this is
islands in your
very easy. I mean, Greece has so many different places that they can offer experiences for every different individual. If you are a family, if you are a young couple that you want just to have your Instagram full of pictures, or uh, friends to celebrate the 60th or the 70th birthday, and you want a fantastic experience. This is easy. We have 6,000 islands. I don't know, countless beaches or mountains or wherever you're looking, big properties, small properties. Greece is very highly stated touristically in terms of services. So it's quite easy.
wonderful and two islands that are really trending that we're pushing a lot just because people are asking also Paros and Naxos. So those are two,
Yeah.
I think, rising stars, at
And
least in this market. Tell us a
they're
little bit
beautiful.
about them.
They're beautiful, quite different. Paros is the one that you see the blue and white. I think we were together this summer. No, right? Oh, you didn't come. I was with the ladies, yes. But Paros with the blue and white is what you see in the pictures. A beautiful place. Every night they have feasts in the streets, people dancing, drinking. Very, the hype is very high. And on the other hand, Naxos is a more quiet place, more traditional with mountains. You have things to explore. They have mines, which is amazing for a family day. And they have a lot of cheeseries and fishing activities. It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Sounds amazing.
And
All
I
right, and the last
know
question.
it's
I'm going to put you on
same.
the spot. Which island do you think has the best food?
The first food, Crete,
The best
100%. But then Naxos, I would say.
Okay. Yeah, I think Nexus is a bit of a food gem and people don't realize it until they dive in and they see some of your programs and some of the experiences that they can do. And I think it's amazing. And then I just want to kind of wrap up with, you touched on some of the sporting events and the retreats and that kind of stuff. But on the MICE side, because we've talked a lot about leisure, tell us, like, you expand on that a little bit. You had like beach Olympics and you can go into the stadium, right? Where the first Olympics were held, those kind of things. Tell
Yes.
us, and kind of a James Bond thing where you bring people to an island and they have to fend for themselves. Like, talk to us a little bit about some of that fun stuff in more detail.
So for us, our story started with MICE events, and actually it started with the team building experiences. And we are very strong in designing new concepts. So we work in every client's needs. They send us the brief, the what are the purposes, the goals they want to achieve, and we design a new experience. But we have already a list of things that we have done in the past, and they have succeeded. So my favorite in my experience is that you have a team of individuals that they come together for a common purpose, a common goal. So I love seeing them smile when they leave, and they say, "Oh, I did a treasure hunt in the Greek seas. Oh, I went to the place that the first Olympics happened, and I have an Olympic Games under my company's name." So that's amazing. Or I had like a priestess's dinner dressed like an ancient Greek in around columns, and I felt I traveled back the time. Oh, I went to the sea and I had the sand and the sea on my feet while I had my fish food. So with the groups is amazing to design a new experience every time. In a deserted beach, we set it up for 2,000 to 200 people, a pure fishing experience. They went out with the boats, they caught the fishes, and then we had barbecue and dancers and ouzo and fairy lights. It was a beautiful experience, and you know You know that this is my favorite thing, to design the experiences. So at the difficult, the better.
I love it. And that's, yeah, it's great. And you've got some wonderful material too. So what we'll do is in the comments, we'll make sure we link a lot of those documents for people here. And for all of you listening, you can find all of those as well in our Facebook group and in our files document section. So I encourage you to speak to EZGreece. It doesn't have to be just for the purposes of a quotation. If you have questions, we're always happy to talk to you and answer them. And of course, they would very much appreciate opportunities to share, ideas with you. So thank you, Vassia. This has been really wonderful. We'll have you back in the new year. Can't believe 2023 is upon us. And I wish you a Merry Christmas and a wonderful holiday. We'll see you again in Greece, as hopefully very soon. And I want to thank everybody for watching. This is delightful. We could talk about Greece all day, and we will. So watch for coming episodes. And really can't thank you enough. It's been a wonderful year of excellent support, and we look forward to another great year to come. So thanks for joining us.